Now, there are new details about Rex Tillerson's supposed moron comment about the president. And these new details are actually incredibly disturbing. According to NBC News, President Trump was not happy with the steady decrease in the U.S. stockpile of nuclear weapons. So over the summer, he had instead asked for an increase in nuclear weapons and how many nuclear weapons that we have. Now, again, this is a guy who's like, why can't we just use nukes? We've got nukes. What's the point of having them if we're not actually using them? I think I've reported on that before. Now, this request to increase the U.S. nuclear stockpile had, quote, startled his advisors and was followed soon after with Secretary of State Rex Tillerson calling him a, quote, fucking moron. According to 3 anonymous officials, upon seeing a briefing that charted the huge decline in the U.S. number of U.S. nuclear weapons, Trump asked the military again to expand the arsenal to nearly 10 times its current size. 10 times. Oh man, look at how few nukes we have. We need more nukes. Does anybody have more nukes? Let's get more and more nukes. No, that's not a good idea. But no, he's like, more nukes, more nukes, more nukes. It's great, great. Yes, because having the capability of destroying the world only several hundred times over is not enough. No, we need several thousand times over. What a blithering, dangerous moron. Now, let me tell you why. Arms control experts maintain that an increase in U.S. arms would bring about another arms race with both Russia and most likely China and could spur other countries to have nuclear weapons. Now, wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to be in favor of disarmament? I mean, that has been our official policy ever since Ronald Reagan. Okay? Every president has sought to reduce the numbers of nuclear weapons, not only in our own stockpile, but in the world stockpile, so to make sure that we don't accidentally or on purpose destroy the fucking world. Okay? But no, Trump wants to reverse that and says more nukes. Wonderful. In fact, apparently the administration is now looking into creating smaller, quote, potentially more usable nuclear weapons. But okay, non-proliferation. What do you not understand about the idea of non-proliferation of nuclear weapons? It means you don't develop nuclear weapons. Now, what we've done is we've actually gone and improved them and made them a little bit, I guess, safer, so maybe they don't accidentally explode in their own silos. Wonderful. There's no way that you can actually make a nuclear weapon safer because that's not the point. But at the same time, that's what we've been trying to do with our own stockpile, and I would support eliminating completely throughout the entire world. No nukes, right? Now, the thing about Trump is that I don't think he understands how nuclear weapons actually work and what do they actually do. I mean, once you nuke something, I don't know if he realizes that afterwards, there are people, like, you can't live there for a very, very long time, you know, because of the nuclear fallout, right? I mean, we're still dealing with nuclear accidents, things that aren't even, you know, that weren't even nuclear attacks, that are still radioactive. People still can't live there, okay? Now, I don't know if he knows that. I don't think he does, but even if it does, it wouldn't matter to a sociopath. Now, Trump, of course, has denied this report. On Twitter, he tweeted, "Fake NBC News made up story that I wanted a tenfold increase in our U.S. nuclear arsenal. Pure fiction, made up to demean NBC equals CNN." If that tweet is not hilarious enough, now he goes on to actually say something even more dangerous and not funny. The president wrote, "With all the fake news coming out of NBC and the networks, at what point is it appropriate to challenge their license? Bad for the country." So now he goes from denying and saying, "Oh, NBC News, bad. NBC News is same to CNN. Fake news." But wait, aren't you in favor of nuclear weapons? I thought you were. Again, you were somebody who's like, hey, let's use more nuclear weapons. What is it? What is it, dude? No, fake news. Everything's fake news. Everything's alternative facts. But then he goes from that to we should take away the First Amendment protections for an NBC. That is not how the First Amendment works. That is not how any of this works. In fact, let me tell you how it works. Television and radio stations require a license from the FCC in order to broadcast. They are issued to individual stations and local affiliates, not entire networks. So NBC doesn't even have a network. Not only that, but this again runs afoul of the First Amendment. The 2008 FCC document states that the First Amendment protects broadcasts that criticize or ridicule established customs and institutions, including the government and its officials. It also said the FCC generally will not intervene in allegations that stations have aired inaccurate or one-sided news reports and comments. So not only is Trump being ridiculous, he's also being dangerous. We have a president that's more than happy to escalate nuclear tensions, flirt with war in North Korea, that would, by the way, cost millions of lives. It doesn't even have to be a nuclear exchange. All they'd have to do, North Korea, is just use all their conventional weapons and they would flatten South Korea in a matter of minutes. But not only that, but now he's out to destroy the First Amendment rights of anybody who would actually point out how ridiculous and dangerous he actually is. We have got to get this guy out. He is unstable and he is a danger to the world. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.